by some unsuspecting women or one woman, or someone that of the, well, no, I won't say that, but that wouldn't surprise me. Now, that is a segue, people, just in case you were wondering. But also, hot off the presses last night, our boy Dave Chappelle was performing in Hollywood, and as he was in the middle of his set, a young man, I forget his first name, his last name,
Isaiah.
Yeah, I don't know how I forgot that. Isaiah Lee hopped up on the stage and charged him and tried to tackle him. That was unfortunate for Isaiah because the ass whooping that he took, the memes that have been circulating today, good Lord. I saw one that's it was the Ghetto Boys album.
Yeah, the Ghetto Boys cover.
Where Bushwick Bill was on the gurney with Scarface and Willie D said we can't be stopped when Bushwick lost his eye.
Was this because I saw a video where he was like on it and his arm was like twisted or something.
Yeah, it correct.
Was like, okay, so that's what this, okay, I'm with you.
Yeah. So he got his ass kicked, but I guess the thing here is, which is interesting. Well, it's a bunch of other moving parts to that. I mean, Dave, even in light of that, he was still hilarious. He was like, I'm glad the motherfucker was clumsy. Otherwise, because he missed me. Then he's talking again. He said, damn, I'm gonna continue with the show. He's back there getting stomped out right now.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Hey, you guess who stomped him out though?
Yeah, Jamie Foxx and
Busta Rhymes.
Oh, I thought it was his entourage that did.
No,
it was. Well, they did too.
They did too. But the other two, I love Busta Rhymes, one of my favorite MCs. But niggas whipping your ass, dog.
So did he come? Because I read that he came back on the stage and was like, I just had to stump a nigga in the back room. Like, what happened?
Yes.
Is there a motive? Do we know why? Is this the Chris Rock effect? Like, what's happening?
And guess what else happened? Chris Rock grabbed the mic and said, "Who was that? Was that Will Smith?"
Yeah.
Chris Rock was there.
Wait, so he made a joke about it too?
Yes, he was there.
He was there.
Yeah, he grabbed the mic.
That's all he can do. Because I mean, it's such a. I mean, it was so humbling what happened to him. It's all he can do is make a joke about it.
But this dude, Isaiah, that we're talking about, that tried to stay. They do not know if there's a motive yet. However, he did make a rap song, quote unquote.
Wait, is he?
Yes.
Yes.
No. Yes.
No.
For our listening audience, just in case you were wondering what Dandridge asked, she wanted to know if he was African American, and he is indeed.
Yeah. He is.
Yes.
You and your people been really disappointing me lately. I'm like, he was black.
Yeah, they've been disappointing me too.
The dude they shot up the goddamn subway. I was like, oh, white.
Yeah, lighting off smoke bombs and all that type of tactical. I was like, oh, black person wasn't playing that much. I was like, oh, no.
And hold on, and to Isaiah credit, he had a gun, right? But it was a gun with a knife. Like, it doesn't shoot bullets, it shoots a knife out. Black people don't usually have those kind of weapons.
But what you're basically telling me is he went and got a gun from the Civil War with the bayonet on it.
No, it was actually a handgun, like a 9mm, but it doesn't shoot bullets. The knife shoots out the barrel, and you can stab him with the gun. Yeah,
like I said, he had a Civil War weapon.
Did you say he had a bayonet?
Yeah, he had just
like General Lee.
Yeah, he had just finished watching Glory.
You're right.
He decided he was going to the comedy show.
Give him hell, 54. That nigga was in the front talking about, oh my Lord,
right.
Lord.
Yeah. But yes.
I guess I don't understand how this guy was able to breach the stage, because Like, where's security? That's the part I don't understand. Because it was also, who's the guy that does Ted Lasso? I can't think of the actor's name.
I can't think of the name. Is my man.
But he's getting a divorce.
Jason Sudeikis.
His wife got served on stage.
Yeah.
Like while and I'm like, where's security? How is this possible? Yeah. And that process server, he earned every bit of that 50.
Yeah, he did, right?
Yep. Yep. Yeah, but no, I mean, so we still don't know. But now, here's the
crazy thing, though. I think that dude that rushed Dave Chappelle, he could probably sue them.
Nah.
He could probably sue them. Yeah. They have Dave Chappelle on tape saying they back there stumping him. There was no harm to him.
But when you have a gun on you, have a weapon on you, that changes that whole scenario.
Well, that's true.
We just determined it was a bayonet.
But it was a weapon, though. That's a weapon. When you have a weapon on you, whatever beat down you get, that's on you. You ain't winning that in court. Because what jury gonna agree with you? Nigga, you got beat up by niggas with no guns, and you had a slash knife, a bayonet. Man, ain't no jury in the world.
I got y'all saying bayonet.
Right. I'm just saying, ain't nobody gonna convict that dude. He was stupid. And he did it for clout, man. That's what I understand. Quit clout chasing, y'all. Quit clout chasing.
Well, we don't know why he did it.
I think it was clout chasing. You already had a song a couple of years ago called Dave Chappelle. So what would he clout chasing? He did that for clout chasing. I'm telling you now.
And to answer your question, Dennis, he was right on this. If you watch the video, he was at the front of the stage on the side. He just hopped up there and sprinted.
Yeah, he did sprint.
That's what he did. And you can see Dave kind of like look a little bit. And he knocked him down, but he didn't get him like he could have,
Yeah.
He didn't get him like he could have got him if he really knew what he was doing.
It's so funny because speaking of clout chasing, did y'all see the thing with Drake today?
Oh, yes. Thank you for bringing that up. Yes.
No, y'all got to fill me in. I missed it.
Champagne poppy, boy.
So it's a really quick recap. Essentially, someone made the statement that Ja Morant's dad is irritating, and he reminds them of LeVar Ball.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, Ja Morant's dad, T. Morant, and LeVar Ball, obviously he's the father of the Ball brothers.
Mm-hmm.
And both of these are very passionate fathers about their children, right? They both their sons have excelled, or all of their sons have excelled in the NBA in different ways, whatever. So Drake, responds to the post like, hey, if my son, got to the level of Ja or the Ball or Zoe or whatever, I would be just as excited. And even if my son was in a Rubik's Cube, competition, I'm going all out. I'm gonna be just like them.
Mm-hmm.
So this troll, I don't know, a nobody, whatever, comes for Drake and was like, yeah, your son gonna be playing with the Ghost Riders or something, right?
He'll probably play with Ghost Riders.
He'll probably play with Ghost Riders. So of course, Drake, he takes that very personal. And he then slides in his wife's DM.
Oh, no. First, he put up a message saying, hey, I just friended your wife. It looked like she probably needs some excitement in her life. He put that down first.
Yes, he did. For sure. So he does. He requests this man's wife's friendship on Instagram.
Yes.
Of course she accepts.
Yeah.
He then is now in her DMs like, hey, Ma, I'm here for you.
Right, yeah.
And so the dude, at first he thought it was funny, but I don't think he thought it was funny at the end, because I looked not too long ago and it was like, yeah, his page is gone, just deactivated. The wife had to shut her page down. The shit wasn't funny no more. It was not funny. He was like,
what was funny, his last tweet before he shut it down was, if I wake up in the morning and my wife on Air Drake 767, I'm gone.
He went to go. He came for that man's wife. And I think she was like, so what you talking about?
Right. She gave him the eyes. She was like, Champagne Drive, he's following me. And she gave the eyes, dog. I wish you didn't.
Yeah, I missed that bit of excitement today, but I probably missed it because he shut his ass down so quickly.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, they had to shut his little page down with him and his 800 followers. I mean, he was infamous for a minute, and then it was done by that point. Once dude slid into your wife DMs and she gave him the eyes, you had to go.
Right.
You gotta go.
It reminds me of that Chris Brown and Wheezy song. When a rich nigga won't you, babe? There's nothing you can do for you.
Hey, they at the house. He at the house right now, like, Shirley, that's fucked up. I can't believe, why would you do some shit like that? Got me out here looking crazy. Right. Yeah. But now I got a question for you guys though. So do you think that what happened to Dave Chappelle last night had anything at all to do with Will Smith walking up and hitting Chris Rock? And by that I mean, did it make it more of something that people who like think like that would be like, you know what, I can pull that off too. I mean, granted it wasn't at an awards ceremony and something of that nature, but I'm just wondering, what do you all think?
I would say this. I'm thinking, because after old girl got tackled at the Minnesota game or whatever, I'm thinking it should discourage people because real guards are on that shit. Because remember old girl that tried to run on the floor and she caught her ass before right when she gets to the floor? The security guard. I think the security guards are more on edge now about it. So I don't think anybody else should try that shit. You know what I'm saying? And especially after this beatdown, I think it's going to make people think twice. But was he influenced by Will Smith? I'm going to say yes.
Yeah. Dandridge?
Yeah, I don't know. I need more information. I think Dave Chappelle, and I like Dave Chappelle, but I think Dave Chappelle does a good job of saying "fuck you."
Yeah.
Yes.
I think he does a wonderful job of saying "fuck you," in your entire, community. And so I have no idea what it could be a multitude of things that set somebody off regarding Dave Chappelle.
So to your point about him saying "fuck you" and "fuck your whole community," his last statement after it happened, he was like, "It was a trans man."
What? See, that's what I'm saying. He talked about that. He was like, I'm not kowtowing. And that's what I like about that. He was like, fuck it, I'll walk away from 50 million, but I'm gonna be exactly who I am.
Yeah,
and there's not enough people like that in this world to be able to have let me be clear. It's not enough people like that have power and have taken their power to be able to do and say what they want without consequence. Because we see Republicans do it all the time.
Right.
But I say all that to say, I like that about Dave. He's like, fuck you. People got all up in arms because he said gender was a fact. And they wanted to cancel his show and they wanted to do this. And, he talked about it. He was like, I did not say I wouldn't meet with them, but I would if they on my terms.
Yep.
I'm not, on my terms, this is how we gonna meet. And that may or may not change your opinion. He was like, but you don't get to tell me how I can feel, right? Just like I don't tell you. And I think, he has his right to that opinion, just like people have a right not to wear a mask. But we don't want to go there though.
Right. Just like women have the right to want abortion or not. Yeah, I'm putting it in.
Facts.
These motherfuckers.
And I thought about something else. If that had been a white person that rushed Dave Chappelle, do we think he would have got his ass whooped like that?
Hell yeah. I think he got his ass whooped worse.
Oh, I don't think so.
Remember when, speaking of Chris Rock, though, Chris Rock and the abortion, like at his stand-up, this was probably one of his first, second stand-ups, and he was talking about how he hang out at abortion rallies. Mm-hmm. He was like, he was like, I'm at all the pro-choice rallies. He's like, because they fucking. He was like, I'm at every single one of them. I said, you know what?
Good point.
Oh man, hey, we need to go to that pro-choice rally.
So they loaded up the truck and they headed to pro-abortion rally.
Planned Parenthood.
Right.
Let's go.
He said, I hit them all.
Y'all got no damn sense.
Oh
man.
man.
You know they fucking here. Moral of the